Hi folks, we're here again for the Evangelist Talks, and it's now going into April 2021. So I'm here with my colleague.
Hi, I'm Laura Short, the Queen of Green at Heart.
Yay! And I'm John Mullen, the Energy Evangelist. And this month we're talking about energy generation. There is so much which is changing in this area, and so there's all sorts of elements. The first one I want to talk about is solar panels. Any ideas from you, Laura?
Yeah, it's certainly a fast-moving environment to be in. 1 minute PV, so that's generating electricity, seems to be the dominant technology, and then it swings to solar thermal, which is generating your hot water. Personally, in a domestic setting, I feel that you get more benefit from solar thermal because as a household, generally we tend to use a lot of hot water. And when you generate PV, the peak points in the day are obviously during the summertime, you get the peak output, and also during the middle of the day. Those tend to be the times when you're actually out of the house. So you do need to have something else that goes with that. And I know you're really keen on the battery storage element. So do you want to talk about a bit about that, John?
Well, just for a second, let's go to a quick advert. Hello, my friends. It's just a quick slot to tell you about the Save Energy, Save Money 14-day challenge. It's an opportunity to help you find a starting place to retrieve wasted energy and putting that money back in your pocket. Oh, did I tell you? It's also free. So if you want to find out more, have a look on the link below at energyevangelist.co.uk/sign up. Bye. And we're back again. Another thought came into my mind. Have you ever heard of a heat battery?
No, that's a new
Where
one for me.
Yeah, this is something which I was looking into. Folks, what we're doing here is we're joining all the dots together because there's so many ideas, but nobody puts the dots together. Nobody crosses the T's and dots the I's. Solar heat batteries, you can actually either pump in electricity into the battery and it heats up a liquid, but it's not actually water, it's a gel. Or you can have water coming in, which heats up the system. So that can be from a thermal panel on top of your roof, or it can be a ground source heat source or an air pump. It's all sorts of things, but this battery effectively takes the place of your gas boiler, and it can store that heat for 2 or 3 months and with very little degradation. So all you have to do is run your water through it, and all of a sudden you've got hot water coming out again. So there's so many ideas which are coming out nowadays to link all of these elements together. It's either you store your energy as electricity, or you can store your energy as heat. And
I think that's the link that's been missing for such a long time in this field, is that we've had the technology, but particularly in Britain, we don't always necessarily get the weather. So a lot of the time we're actually unable to use the energy that we're generating. So the battery field is moving so fast now that we are in a place where we can actually afford, for the first part, and have the space to fit these newer style batteries, whereas maybe 2, 3, 4 years ago they were too big and they were too expensive, and there just wasn't the uptake for them. But now it's actually bringing the technologies together, and I do think that going forwards we do need these systems to be able to link different types of renewable technology together, because that's where you get the best benefit.
Yes, I completely agree. It's even down to simple little things. I was looking at battery systems a few days ago, and half of them, if the electricity cut off in your local area, the battery closed down. And you thought, excuse me, that's whenever you need it. But the reason they do that was to protect the workers who were fixing the electricity supply outside of your house. But the other half of the systems actually had a little isolator switch so that if there wasn't electricity flowing through it, then it would isolate your house from the supplier's electricity network, and you could then have all the electricity that you could generate from whatever source. So it's it's making sense of these and understanding where the limitations are.
Yeah.
But I was actually looking at photovoltaic solar panels, or PV panels, as they're called in the industry. Over the last 10 years, 2010, it cost roughly, to generate 1 watt of electricity, it was costing $2. 10 years later, that is now costing 20 cents per watt. So that means that what we were buying in 2010 is 10 times the price of what we could buy nowadays. So the whole marketplace has changed dramatically. And because of that technology leap, it's, there's all sorts of other things which are happening. That is why so many big businesses are now investing in solar farms.
Yeah. And let's not forget as well that having renewable technologies in your business and in your home just helps to improve that resilience. The incidences of power cuts and of extreme weather events cutting out power are only going to get worse. And so if you've future-proofed your business against the demand for electricity and the demand for gas and heat, you're only going to put your business in a stronger position going forward. The same with the home as well. If you've got an off-grid source of electricity or heat, then it's only going to benefit you going forward, as well as any potential grants that are available and income generation from that. Again, that provides you with an income source, which helps to future-proof you. But just having that resilience from being away from the grid is just brilliant.
Yes. It's whenever you think of a medium-sized house, 150 quid a month, electricity and gas, that soon adds up. And whenever you look at that over the long term, now the PV panel suppliers are guaranteeing their panels for 25, sometimes even 30 years. That's the same lifetime as your gas boiler. So now systems are becoming comparable because they have progressed a lot.
Yeah.
And we're learning how to put them together, how to make it work for us instead of us working to get the systems right. So,
and let's not forget, these systems have been working effectively in Scandinavia and in Europe for decades now, and we are so slow to take this up. It should be in every single new build house, an air source heat pump and PV on the roof. And I don't know why that doesn't happen yet. It's a shame.
Yes, we're getting there.
Yeah.
We will get there. And that's the reason that we are talking about it today, joining the dots so that people can grab onto this technology and enjoy it. So I think that's a good place to end for today. And if anybody wants to get in contact with us, give us a call or send us an email, and you will find us at either energypricesaver.com or energyevangelist.co.uk. So nice to speak to you. Bye.
Bye.